This was the moment I literally thought I could change that light bulb of the tail light for a second. The simming world might be the same if you're on 2D, use a Tobii or a VR. But the way you can actually see things on the VR world, especially VR here, is somewhat of a completely different experience, I would say. It's like you're lost in a bubble of flight simming in this space. It's been a few months since we paid a visit to the Pimax Crystal Light, the first headset what we tried from the brand of Pimax. Now today's video is an upgrade. It's all about the Pimax Crystal Super, a headset I've been really curious about, and now that I've finally spent some time flying with it on Microsoft Flight Simulator, I've got to say, this is Pimax's high-end VR headset built to push the boundaries of visual clarity and field of view. It's not exactly cheap and definitely not for everyone, but for serious simmers looking for immersion above everything else. So this might just be it. Let's get into the build, performance, and how it actually feels flying using this beast. Before anything, thank you for tuning in, and I'm Chikmanglo. Please consider subscribing as this can greatly support my channel. Now first off, build and first impressions. This was nicely packaged, came with fast shipping, and right out of the box, the Crystal Super feels serious. It's solid, well built, and not light, but that's expected given what's inside. The face gasket is thick and comfortable. The strap system is improved from earlier models, and it comes with swappable lenses if you want to tweak your field of view or clarity preferences. And like other Pimax gear, it still has a futuristic wide body shape that sets it apart from anything else on the market. Now everything inside the box is neatly arranged and feels premium. No corners cut here. And by the way, I want to give a quick shout out to HonsVR. They make custom prescription lenses for VR headsets like the Pimax Crystal Super here. And honestly, they've made a huge difference in my experience. No more squeezing in glasses or worrying about scratching the lenses. These snap-on inserts are crystal clear, super comfortable, and made specifically for flight simmers, VR gamers who need vision correction. Right now, HonsVR is offering a special discount for our viewers. So if you're interested, I'll leave the details and link in the description. And when you buy the Pimax Crystal Super, you can receive a free pair of prescription lenses. So make sure you get this before the 20th of September. And I have to say, I've tried a couple of other brands of lenses for VR headsets, and I have to say that this is the best so far in the market. It feels very premium. Alright, now let's talk about the Pimax Crystal Super, the headset I've been testing over the past few weeks. Is this an overkill for flight swimming? Is it the future of VR? Let's break it down. Now in terms of setup, it's pretty much straightforward as how it is with Pimax Crystal Light. You need to make sure to install Pimax Play, plug in the cables, and you're up and running. You'll definitely want to update firmware right away and tweak the clarity, contrast, resolution settings before jumping into the sim. It does require external base stations for full tracking, so it's not an inside-out system like other VR headsets, but once it's set up, it's rock solid. Now Pimax's software has improved a lot over the years. I've seen it, and while it's still not perfect, it's far more stable than it used to be. I'd like to compare and literally see how the Pimax Crystal Light compares on both the physical presence of the unit with the Crystal Super, also see how dark are the blacks, if possible taking advantage of the OLED functionality. Now there's a difference on the size here and the OLED version, and the Super is quite compact. As you can see it, well built, more refined version, and of course the Crystal Light is no doubt a bit of a larger version of it. Still beautiful and delivers what really consumers can like in 2025. Both these units actually. I'd like to talk about the performance. Now here's where it gets good. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Crystal Super is nothing short of stunning. Just so you know, my GPU is an RTX 4080, and I really can't max out my graphics on my headset here. So I have to set it up at 2880 by 2880. You get incredible cockpit clarity, text on the G1000, Garmin units, or any glass panel is perfectly readable without leaning in. Now the combination of QLED plus mini LED panels delivers rich contrast and deep blacks, which makes a huge difference during low light flights or IFR conditions. Quite honestly, I didn't realize that we get QLED on VR headsets. Yep. Now the field of view is wide, edge-to-edge display, clarity is gold, and it feels like a big upgrade from Crystal Light. And the sweet spot feels larger than what you get in headsets like the Reverb G2 or Quest 3. Now the overall smoothness has improved and the headset feels better supported natively by Microsoft Flight Simulator as of now. In terms of VR experience and clarity, let's talk visuals. This is easily one of the clearest headsets I've used. No screen door effect, no shimmer, just crisp, vibrant visuals that make you forget that you're in a simulator. Yes, tracking is excellent once your stations are dialed in, and even when you're turning ahead or scanning for traffic, the motion remains fluid. No latency spikes or weird ghosting. Now one thing to note, please keep this in mind that you need a strong GPU. I'm running a RTX 4080, and even then I had to play with settings to find the perfect balance between clarity and frame rate. Now, why does VR still matter today? Let's take a second to talk about why this matters, especially in a sim like Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, there's something about being in the cockpit, not just looking at it on a screen, but actually turning your head, leaning into switches, seeing the depth between the panel and the windshield. You lose that flat feeling and suddenly get this muscle memory you would only expect from a real-world flight lesson. Even basic patterns in a Cessna feel more immersive, and landing in bad weather or tricky terrain becomes something you feel in your gut, not just see with your eyes. Now, VR also encourages better habits. You're forced to move your head, look around properly during turns, scan instruments like you would in a real flight, and actually develop situational awareness. And the Pimax Crystal Super just takes all of that and turns the volume up to 11. With this much clarity and field of view, VR isn't just an option, it's the best way to fly. So who is this headset for? If you're flying study-level aircraft and need to read every knob, switch, and PFD, this is for you. If you're running a full cockpit and want wide field of view and realism, this is for you. If you're more casual or mostly fly 2D or monitor-only mode, this might be an overkill. It's not budget care. This is an enthusiast-grade headset for simmers who want to max out their performance and aren't afraid to invest in a hardware to do it. Now, Pimax has done something impressive with the Crystal Super. You can nitpick the setup process or the fact that it needs base stations. But once you're in the sim, none of that matters. This is one of the most immersive VR experiences I've ever had in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The clarity, the colors, the depth, it's just next level. The build is solid, the visuals unmatched, and if you got the PC to drive that, it's hard to go back to anything else. So yeah, if you've been considering the Crystal Super and you're serious about flight simming, this is absolutely worth a look. Let me know what you think. Are you Team Pimax? Have you tried out the Crystal Light or other headsets? Drop a comment below and tell me what you think. If you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe for future releases. Make sure to check out the link for the prescription lenses mentioned before. Until next time, bye-bye for now.